Thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe my videos in my car got me this far. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for anybody who's subscribed, who's commented, who's liked. Today I bring you my life coach, who was responsible for one of my most popular videos, which was soothing your inner child. And if you're about to spiral, you can do this. She's the one who taught me the techniques. I've mentioned a lot of her techniques in my previous videos, so I brought her to you so you can also benefit of wherever she has to teach us. I'm going to link in the description and in the comments how you can contact her, and if you resonate with her teachings, which I'm sure you will. So let's get started. Jackie, so introduce us to yourself. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So hi everyone, my name is Jackie. I am a life and executive coach, but really I'm a human first and imperfect and just a regular person who's learned a lot about how the brain works, and I'm passionate about helping people find their inner well, because you are your best source of wisdom, and everything that Rasha has done is actually her own doing. She is incredible and willing to be vulnerable and grow. So it's not my work, it's her work.
Thank you, Jackie. So let's get started with some questions that I have. And guys, if you have any questions for Jackie, please let me know in the comments and we'll bring her back on anytime, and so she can help us some more. Okay. So from a neuropsychology perspective, what actually happens in the brain when we feel like we're on autopilot instead of actively choosing our actions?
So the brain is really intelligent. It prefers efficiency. So it takes up a lot of our energy, and when it can choose to not take up energy, it runs on autopilot. These are things that we know how to do. Brushing your teeth, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about walking because you already know how to do this. So when we are in autopilot, we're not using our cognitive brain and we're not present, and we then just continue doing things as we would always have done it. To bring ourselves present takes energy, and it's a practice that you've got to teach the brain on how to do that. So instead of being on autopilot is to physically bring yourself to be present, to make sure that you're noticing if you're brushing your teeth, what sounds do you hear, is the water running, what does the toothpaste taste like, and that brings you back into the present, and so that you activate your prefrontal cortex.
So Jackie, for the second question, it's about rewiring, yourself. So how can someone train their nervous system to pause between a trigger and a reaction when trying to take back control of their life?
So first, let's explain the nervous system.
Yes.
The nervous system is there to keep you in a state of fight or flight or rest and digest. So we have the parasympathetic or the sympathetic nervous. When the nervous system is in a state of dysregulation, or when it feels that there is something that's coming in where you need to be hypervigilant, you then use a part of your brain which is called the amygdala. So imagine this is your brain. This is the prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, your executive function. When you are in a state of regulation, your brain is able to absorb all of the information that comes around it. When you are in a state of dysregulation, what happens is you can almost imagine your brain flips back and all of the information comes to your amygdala. And here, this part of the brain is only concerned with how do I keep you alive? And that's the only information that matters. So there's a lot of context that you may miss.
Yeah.
Regulating our nervous system helps us to bring our prefrontal cortex back online, so that we are able to process information around us. So think of when you have a trigger, brain flicks back. It doesn't matter how long ago something happened, it's going to go back to that, how do I keep my person alive? To be able to keep this, it's really easy in that if you practice breathing, so deep physiological sighs, so you breathe in, an extra breath in, and you slowly breathe out, allows the body to feel that we're safe and it's okay. So breathing is really powerful. Taking a moment to just recognize what you see around you. So 5 things that you can see, colors you can see, things you can hear, all of that helps to bring your prefrontal cortex back online. Another tool that I love is just put your 2 fingers together. It's called positive intelligence, and just try to focus and feel the ridges of your fingertips. So your fingerprints, actually feel that. And as you try to focus on that, you're forcing the brain to come online, and it brings you to the present.
Oh, nice.
And it's something that, if you're in public and you're feeling triggered, you can actually just do this under a desk, you can do this behind your back, but it just helps you regulate yourself so that you are able to be present.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with not responding immediately. So if you're in a situation where you feel someone is attacking you, a familial situation, and they're saying something and you feel defensive, take a breath, and you don't have to react. You're not in danger. There's no emergency. Your body thinks you're in emergency, so you want to respond and you want to defend, but you're defending from a point of being triggered, not from your current thinking brain. And it just comes with practice. Be kind to yourself. It's okay. And breathe. That's all.
That's true. That makes a lot of sense. I'm kind of like recalling things in my life where I felt like I had to respond, but yeah, it's totally okay to just go ahead and regulate. And this is something I actually learned from you. Like, you don't have to respond right away, and it helped me a lot professionally, especially when I would get triggered, because, in the work world, sometimes we project a mother or father image on our bosses, and we start relating to them like we would. So that did help a lot. Okay. Now let's talk about your favorite topic, sovereignty. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about what is sovereignty first before we dive in?
So sovereignty is when you operate from your own choice and free will.
Yes.
What a lot of us don't realize is that the choices that we make, the things that we like, the way we do things has actually been given to us and taught to us. Sovereignty is realizing that you have the freedom and the choice to do it how you wish to.
Yeah.
So we can take something as simple as what I wear today. Now, habit may have told you that during the week you dress a certain way, on weekends you get to dress a certain way, and you just keep that pattern on. That's autopilot.
Yeah.
But what if you don't want to wear night clothes? Pajamas at night, as an example, and you want to wear it during the day? A reaction may be, well, that's not how we did it. Oh, what will people say? Well, is anyone going to be hurt by that? Can you choose that that's what I want to do today? Taking a route home. We're so programmed on autopilot that this is the way we always do it, this is the way we always go. You can choose that today I want to turn left instead of right. And that's perfectly okay. That's your sovereignty. And healthy sovereignty is being aware of the choices that we make and whether it really resonates with us. Is this what we want, or who we want to be, versus what I was told to be or who I think I should be to be deemed as acceptable. Healthy sovereignty also means that we don't have the right to go out and hurt others, but we can choose what we want for ourselves and give others the freedom to choose what they want and to be who they want to be. As a society, we still have to function. And so hurting others or intentionally going out to do things that may physically harm someone is not conducive to a good society. But thinking that you might hurt someone's feelings because their opinion of you may change on a matter that's really simple, like if your family made rice a certain way, and suddenly you choose to do it differently, and you think somebody may be offended by that, no one's actually going to get hurt, and you can do that. So it's also common sense in how we conduct ourselves. But who are you? Do you brush your hair a certain way because that's how your mum brushed your hair? Do you eat certain things at Christmas because we've always done it this way? Do you cut a cake the way you were always taught to cut a cake? How do you want to do it?
Mm.
And as you start to claim back your own sovereignty, you can disrupt the autopilot, the
Yeah.
programming that you receive from others that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
And some things may. You want to continue that way. Wonderful, but then it's your choice.
It's your choice.
Versus doing something because you feel you have to do it. Society expects that of you. Your religion expects that of you. Your friends will expect that of you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? And the more authentic you become, the more open you are to others being authentic.
Yeah.
And the more you can respect others' sovereignty
Yeah.
instead of judging them because you don't want to be judged. But it starts with you not judging yourself and exercising your sovereignty.
Yeah. I'm just letting it sit here to process everything you said. And honestly, the sovereignty exercise was a major life game changer for me, like the way that I do it. And even like sometimes we do forget it, and we just have to remind ourselves to go back. Is this what I want? Or is this what's been expected of me? It makes so much sense. All right, so let's talk about healthy sovereignty and over-regulation. Okay, so is there a difference between healthy self-sovereignty and over-regulation or control born out of hypervigilance?
Yeah. So when you are hypervigilant, what's happening physiologically is you're releasing a lot of cortisol into your system.
Mm-hmm.
And with the constant state of cortisol, it has knock-on effects on the body. A state of healthy sovereignty is where you are regulated and you feel that you don't have to be in control, you don't have to be hypervigilant, and you can be in a state of rest and digest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to perform for anyone. You don't have to do anything. And you can actually give your body a rest.
Yeah.
Think of like when you're with your favorite person,
Yeah.
how it's just so much easier to be with them because you don't have to perform. You don't have to be a certain way. Whereas when you go to family dinner, you know you've got to be a certain way, you've got to dress a certain way, or all of that. That's that state of hypervigilance, and it's exhausting. Constant dysregulation, constantly being in that state, means that these chemicals are in our body. We are always looking for threat, and it can lead to burnout. It can lead to knock-on effects on your health. And you wonder where it's coming from, but you're never really just giving yourself time to rest. And so it's okay if on a Saturday morning you want to wear your pajamas. No one's getting hurt from that. It's okay. And the more you can say it's okay, the more your body can just relax. And when you're in a state of relaxation, the body can function and heal. And you deserve time to be who you want to be. And when you are in a state of regulation, others will co-regulate around you, whether it's a pet, whether it's children, whether it's just people who come into contact with you.
Yeah.
And so it's healthier for us.
Yeah. And by the way, you guys, whenever Jackie's around, everybody calms down. Everybody is like soothed and comforted. Okay, so let's talk about, what is the fastest physical or cognitive circuit breaker someone can use when they feel overwhelmed by circumstances outside their control?
There's a few. It depends on you. You can choose, and I know you can search the internet on how many different things there are, but we want to activate the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is the largest nerve in the body, and it is what controls our nervous system. So whether you're in rest and digest or in fight or flight. 5 things. So you can look around and count 5 things that you can see. You can smell. You can add different colors, just getting your prefrontal cortex, your cognitive brain online. What I like is to take a deep breath in and then take a quick breath after that. So I'll demonstrate it. It doesn't have to be obvious to anyone.
Mm.
You know, it's not. You don't have to make it dramatic. But that extra breath in tells the body that, okay, we're not having to shallow breathe. Deep breath in means we can fill our lungs with oxygen, which means then that we can give our brain more oxygen to function
Absolutely.
and come online. Again, simple tool. Just try to feel your fingerprint, and it could be. This is just an example. You know, you could have feel the fabric of whatever it is that you're wearing. Feel the seat that you're sitting on. If you're standing, try to feel that your feet are touching the ground. Feel the ground pushing back up against your feet. Just that awareness to a physical reaction can help bring your brain into more presence and out of a state.
All right. So I noticed a lot of my subscribers, probably just like me, carry a maternal or a paternal wound. Okay. So let's talk about the internal critic. How does a primary caregiver voice get encoded as our own internal monologue? And how do we override a harsh internal parent's voice?
Back to physiology. Your brain isn't fully developed until about the age of 25, and some may say even later.
Oh, okay.
So as your brain is forming, it is taking the information around it as fact. So parental or caregiver voice becomes our internal voice because that's what we then base our world on. When you act from a point of sovereignty, you disrupt that autopilot or that pathway, the neural pathway, by questioning, is this me? Or is this somebody's voice or something that I was told? It could have been a teacher, it could have been a caregiver, it could have been an extended family member that said something to you, and because your brain was still developing, you weren't able to discern whether that was fact or not. And only when you're much older can you question these things.
Yeah.
If you stay in a state of autopilot, if you never give yourself time to just reflect on, is this me? Is this really me? Or is this something that I was told? You can't disrupt that pathway. So a great way to do that is to, if somebody criticizes you, or if you do something wrong, let's just say you break a glass. It's an accident, you didn't intend to break it. And if the first thought that pops into your head is, you're so silly, how could you do something like that? Stop. Is that my voice? Am I really berating myself because I broke a glass? Or is that something that I heard?
Wow.
And just by questioning that, we call it metacognition, when you can become aware of the thought, is a way to start disrupting it.
Okay, so let's talk about the father wound a little bit. What does the father wound look like psychologically, especially in how we relate to authority, achievement, and structure? And actually with that, you can also talk a little bit about the mother wound, just so that the subscribers would know the difference.
These are really deep topics and deserve like deep dive. But essentially, the mother figure is perceived as the caregiver, the nurturer. We grow within the mother, whether it is the first, whether it's been breastfed or been fed, that's what we learn. With the father is our authority. It's our first experience of authority. And so when we have a wound related to that, we then experience an issue around whether it's authority. If the father was absent, then we seek that. Because boundaries make us feel safe.
Absolutely.
And so this is where the challenges come. This is like a really deep topic that we need to explore a lot more than just superficially.
Guys, let me know in the comments if you want us to do part 2, where we would deep dive into the mother and father wound. I actually could resonate with what you said, because I was always drawn to controlling partners, and that feels safe for me. So while, like, let's say some girls would be like, don't tell me what to wear, I'm like, tell me how to breathe, you know, because I like that, you know, from childhood. So thank you so much, Jackie, for embarking on us, your pearls of wisdom, and You guys, she has the most soothing sound voice ever. And I'm gonna link her channel also. You have your channel set up yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Once it's set up, I will link it down below as well as how to contact her. She's really amazing. I think you're offering 30 minutes for free session. So, and I'm not getting paid for this, girl. You know me. We're out here in the streets, so nobody's getting paid for this. It just get your 30-minute session, see whatever you can work on, and let's heal for the better.